Hi guys, good morning all of you. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the what is meant by agriculture meteorology and what is parameters related to the climate, what are the factors affecting on the climate, after that weather, what is the difference between weather and climate, next important that is what is composition of atmosphere. These topics we are going to cover in this today's video. Hi guys, in today's video we are going to discuss about the agriculture meteorology. Agriculture meteorology, what is meant by agriculture meteorology, what is the physical environment present about the earth, and most important thing, what is the climate, what is the weather, and what is the difference between weather and climate. That point we are going to discuss in today's video. Before the starting of this video, I would like to inform you about the agriculture meteorology definition. Agriculture meteorology is the branch of applied meteorology which deals with the response of crops, animals to the physical environment. Means whatever the weather parameter, take example of temperature, rainfall, after that next air, then what is the impact of this humidity on the our crop growth and animal growth. That is the definition of agriculture meteorology. It is the study of physical process of the atmosphere that produces the weather related to the agriculture production. Various agriculture practices such as sowing of the seed, after that harvesting of the produce from the farm produce, after that rearing of animals, vaccination schedule of animals, matlab all things related to the agriculture production is totally depend on this atmosphere, and it is only the study of the physical process of atmosphere that produces weather relation into the crop production, agriculture production. It is the science investing the meteorological, climatological, and hydrological conditions which are significant for the agriculture owing to their interaction with objects and process of the agriculture production. Means it is a part of science investing in what is investigation of meteorologically, climatological, and hydrological condition of the atmosphere which is significant. matlab which type of meteorological condition, which type of climatical condition, which type of hydrological condition that is significant for agriculture, and this is the definition of agriculture meteorology. In next slide we are going to study in this video about the scope of agriculture meteorology. First, to study the climatic resources of a given area for effective production. Means suppose that what are the climatic, what is the temperature in that particular area, what is the rainfall in that particular area, after that what is humidity in particular. According to that we have to judge the cropping pattern of that particular area. That's why to study the climatic resources availability for that particular for effective production, for more production. This is the first scope of agriculture methodology. Next, that is to quantify variable weather normal for effective farm operation. Means you have to decide the which type of climate is suitable for our crop production and other farm operations. Next, to develop crop animal weather relations for estimation of animal crop productivity. Means what is the which type of climate is there is suitable for crop cultivation. Take example of rice. Rice is a required hot and humid climate. Therefore, for this agriculture meteorology, we can decide the which type of climate is suitable for our crop production, for the animal yield, and this is the scope of agriculture meteorology. The next point, to study the weather crop pest disease relation. Means suppose that example of humidity. If humidity increases more than actual requirement of crop, then there is a incidence of the pest and diseases. Means we can by this agriculture meteorology we can study the crop scope for the what is the relation between pest and disease. Next, to modify microclimate for agriculture. Microclimate means that is the in the vicinity of the plant there is a fluctuation due to the transpiration, potentially of transpiration due to the what is the effect of that microclimate on agriculture productivity. Next, to delete agroecological zones for efficient use of resources, fast transfer of technology. Means according to climatic condition, whether it's a hot and dry climate, hot and tropical climate, subtropical climate, we have to define these agroecological zones. We need knowledge of agriculture meteorology. Next is as continuation of previous slide, to prepare crop weather diagrams, crop weather calendars for time of operations by the farmers. Means here you have to see that you have to prepare the crop calendar for the getting more yield as per the weather data, to develop crop animal growth simulation models for prediction of productivity in advance, also obtaining position in the different ecological genes. Next scope, that is to determine, monitor and drought for effective drought management. Means suppose that if you know the weather data, according to that we can monitor drought, when drought will be coming, what is probability of dry spell. In that point we are going to we can understand that is the we can monitor the drought by this meteorological data. Next, to prepare value-added weather-based agro-advice, its real-time dissemination of farmers for reducing input cost and increasing productivity. So take an example of suppose that we have to apply fertilizer. Immediately, farmer doesn't know the whether the rainfall will occur. Immediately, there is a farmers have applied fertilizers, and if there is a fever and there is loss of the input, that's why we have to prepare the calendar that will help to weather-based agro-advisory to help the farmer to minimize the losses of this input. Next point, we are going to discuss about the weather and climate. What is meant by weather and what is meant by climate? Weather, the state of the atmosphere at a given time and place with respect to the variables such as temperature, moisture, wind velocity, barometric pressure. It is a describe the atmospheric condition at a specific at a specific point in time. Generally, last sentence you can see indicate that it describes the atmospheric condition at a specific place at a specific point in time. मतलब particular take example of our this region is from suppose that you are from Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam district, you are from suppose UP, you are from Banaras, like that means you have to particular place and particular time. मतलब as take example now in this place there is hot and humid time. मतलब here is the temperature is high, here is the temperature mean particular place of particular time, that is the weather. Weather generally refers to day-to-day temperature and precipitation activity. मतलब day by day there is a suppose that today is 30 degrees Celsius, tomorrow there is a 25 degrees Celsius. मतलब day by day there is a temperature and precipitation activity that comes under the weather. Next, what is meant by climate? Climate originated from the ancient Greek word klima, meaning inclination. It is the commonly defined as the weather average over long period for a large area. It describes the average condition expected at a specific place at a given time. Regions climate is generated by the climate system, which has 5 components: atmosphere, hydrosphere, cryosphere, land surface, and land biosphere. Okay. Here you can see the averaged the sentence. You can see the first sentence, weather averaged over longer period. In climate you have to take data of 30 years, 50 years, 100 years. According to that you have to give the hot type of climate is there, hot and humid type of climate is there, hot and dry type of climate. Means you have to take an average of weather of that particular area for a longer period. That condition is referred as a climate. Next, what are the weather variables or weather elements? First one, that is there are several weather elements that make up the weather and climate of a place. The major elements are first 5. First one, that is the temperature, pressure, atmospheric pressure. Next, wind velocity. After that, humidity and rain. These are the some major 5 elements which governs the weather of a particular place and climate of a particular place. Analysis of these elements can provide the basis for forecasting weather, defining its climate. These same elements make also the basis of climatology study of counting within longer time scale rather than it does in meteorology. Okay, here you can give attention. There are 5 major elements. First one, temperature. For longer time you have to temperature, मतलब there is a maximum temperature, optimum temperature, minimum temperature. Cardinal temperature means the temperature range where it is a range of minimum temperature, optimum temperature, maximum temperature. Pressure, what is there is a more important next parameter, pressure, which affects the weather of the particular area. Wind velocity also, if there is a high winds, hot wind, dry wind, cold wind, according to that also there is fluctuation in weather of that particular area. Next, humidity, if there is a dry, if there is less humidity, if there is humid sea coastal area, there is more humidity. Rain, if we can see that as per the rain availability also there is a weather of that particular area fluctuate. Next, temperature is how hot and cold atmosphere, how many degrees it is above the below freezing point. Temperature, what is definition of temperature? Is a degree of hotness and coldness. Temperature may be hot or temperature may be cold. Temperature is a very important factor in determining the weather because it influences controls the other elements of weather such as precipitation, humidity, clouds, and atmosphere. Why there is a temperature study is the most important? You know that temperature is the one of the factor which governs the other factors of the weather. Suppose that there is a high temperature, there is immediately there is a low pressure belt creating, there is a high wind speed. All the other elements of the weather that can be affected due to the temperature. Therefore, temperature is the one of the most important factor. Next, humidity is the amount of water vapor into the atmosphere. Precipitation is the product of rapid condensation process. If this process is slow, it only causes clouds. It may include soil, hail, sleet, diesel, fog, mist, rain. Atmospheric, there is a weight of the air, weight exerted by the air on the Earth's surface, that is atmospheric pressure, is shown on a weather map. Weather is called isobars. Wind is the movement of air mass, especially. Wind is the definition of the movement of the air from one place to other, that is comes. Next, we are going to study about the what is meant by Earth atmosphere. Earth atmosphere is a thick gaseous envelope which surrounds the Earth from all sides. It is attached to the Earth's surface by the gravitational force. You can see the definition. The atmosphere is thick. So here this is the Earth, and around the Earth there is a gaseous envelope which surrounds the Earth from the all sides and attached to the Earth's surface by the gravitational force. Next, composition of gases. The gases, first there is a atmosphere contains the composition of atmosphere. First point, that is gaseous. The gaseous nitrogen, oxygen together make about 98% of the volume of nitrogen, oxygen. The remaining 1% composed of number of different, which is ozone, carbon dioxide, nitrous oxide, methane are the most important life on the Earth's surface. Ozone is a concentrated layer that extends up to the 50 to 55 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Ozone is important to life because it absorbs harmful UV radiations from the sun. Recent investigation of ozone layer have discovered areas thinning located primarily at the south pole. Water vapor is the next component of atmosphere. Water vapor in the atmosphere ranges between 0 to 5% by the volume. Water vapor depends on the temperature, therefore decreases from equator to poleward in response to decreasing temperature towards the pole. Means water vapor is depend if there is a high temperature, less water vapor. If there is low temperature, more water vapor. The content of vapor decreases upward. More than 90% of total atmospheric vapor is found up to the height of 5 km. It helps in heating the atmosphere. Next, that is a particulate matter. Particulate matter. The solid particles present in the atmosphere include dust particles, salt particles, pollen, smoke, volcanic ashes. They are kept in suspension in the atmosphere. Sky appears blue in the color due to the selective scattering of solar radiation by the dust particles. Salt particles become hygroscopic nuclei, thus help in formation of water drop, clouds, various forms of condensation processes. This particulate matter is the most important for the formation of hygroscopic nuclei. This particulate matter, suppose that if there is a condensation, precipitation process, formation of this, there is a particulate matter is important. And what is the composition of this particulate? It contains dust particles, salt particles, pollen, smoke, volcanic ashes. These are the particulate matter.